What's up, YouTube? So, today's topic, I'm gonna talk about pain and like how painful it is to, just by having a human experience, how painful it is, just by just in general, like just life in itself, growing up, becoming an adult, even as a kid, like just the human experience, experiencing this world, everything is painful, bro. Like it seems like no matter what, you're always put into a position in a position where like you have to experience pain. When you don't eat food, what happens to your body? Your body gets hungry, therefore that's pain right there. Or if you don't drink enough water for a certain amount of time, what happens? You get thirsty, your mouth becomes dry, you become dehydrated, then become lightheaded, and eventually you just pass out and you can eventually die if you don't drink water for like weeks or months. So like, but it's not just that. These are the basic shit, but it's just like, cause as I keep watching about like YouTube videos or hearing stories about like people talking about healing, becoming more self-aware, and then you hear like videos and channels people are talking about like narcissists, like narcissism, like psychopaths or like empaths, people with a lot of empathy, like becoming more self-aware, people healing from their like family traumas, people dealing with generational curses, all this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's nothing wrong with that, but like I'm not, that's not even the main. That's not what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about like no matter what, we're always in some type of pain. Like I'm not justifying like people who are like bullies or people who do a lot of bad shit like rob banks or like hurt other people. I'm not justifying what they're doing, but I kind of understand because like either that or some people are just naturally evil because I don't know what comes into people's heads, but like more than likely the reason why they're doing this shit because it's coming from a place of pain. The reason why, again, I didn't make this up. I've learned these from other people. There are other YouTube channels. There are other shit, right? Basically, when it comes to people that are not self-aware, people who are very abusive and narcissistic, it's because they're too afraid or they're in so much pain to the point where they don't want to look deep within themselves so they can heal. And again, I got this from other YouTubers. The reason why I want to emphasize this because I don't want to mistake by taking other people's information. But basically, that's what it comes down to. The reason why people don't want to change or people don't want to change their abusive ways is because it involves a lot of deep reflecting, deep healing, a lot of therapy work, a lot of trauma work. And let's be real, like, who the hell wants to? I mean, not. I mean, of course you want to do that, but like at the same time, it's not easy. Like, it's not easy. It's very hard. And what is it? It's painful. No one wants to experience a lot of grieving. No one wants to experience digging deep into their traumas. But it is necessary and you have to do it. It is what it is, man. Like some people were unfortunate to be born into like families where like they didn't properly nurture them when they were babies. So then as they got older, they developed a lot of trauma, a lot of pain. And again, I got these from other YouTube channels and other informations when it deals with dealing with families and how they create traumas within people and shit because they lack proper nurturing from their mother or from their father. Some people have mommy issues. Some people have daddy issues. Some people were born into single parent households, just these dysfunctional, chaotic households, right? And then it creates traumatized adults who are in so much pain. And it's not easy trying to heal from that shit. But it comes to show, like I don't I don't I don't agree what abusive or narcissistic people do to other people. Obviously, it's bad and toxic people. It's painful, but like I understand where they're coming from because they're in so much pain, where either they're ignorant or they're too afraid to change their ways. And I don't blame them, man. Like life is painful, bro. Like you got to go through so much heartbreak. You got to heal your traumas. That shit's crazy, man. And not only that, but then you got to pay for therapy. You know how hard that is. You know how crazy that is. I think therapy or certain types of therapy I saw on Twitter, it's like around $100 to $148. But you know how much money? Why the hell do we gotta pay for therapy, mental health? If mental health is so important these days, then why? How come we're getting charged for that? And I understand because you got professional like trauma therapy workers or professional healers, or not healers, but like professional like mental therapists. Of course, they need to get paid, they need to get money, but this is what it all comes down to. It all comes down to money control, enslavement, and corruption within the money system. Like I said, people are being overworked and getting little amounts of pay. Why can't everyone be automatically paid? People need to choose whether they work and have like advanced machines or robots work for them. But if we don't have that technology like that, then at least pay people the perfect amounts of money to the point where like they don't have to be overworked, or like they don't, or like either that, yeah, that, and like they don't have to get charged by living in their house by like mortgages, or not mortgages, but like, rent, home bills, like paying for water, paying for electricity, paying for their cars, paying for food and water. You know what I'm saying? Like either that or pay people more money or make prices be cheaper. Like this is the whole money system is corrupt, but that reverts back to the society. Everything in this world is backwards. Again, I don't have the answers to make this world a better place. I gotta emphasize that. So who am I to speak on shit like that? You know what I'm saying? But still, though, like it's, I don't know, man. Just I feel like this world could be better. I don't have solutions, but at least like make the money system a more just make the money system more fair, and like, I don't know, man. Just life in general, man. You hear stories of people going through dysfunctional families, people talking about therapy, especially people around my age, around their 20s, or people are becoming more aware that they're not right in the head. Like you hear a lot of people talking about mental health, especially in my generation. Not only my generation, but it's been happening. But people are becoming more self-aware of it. But it's hard to go to therapy. I mean, I'm having trouble with this too, because it's like, it's painful. It costs a lot of money, and since time is speeding up, our schedules, our work schedules, we're being overworked. It's like we don't even have time to do shit like that, But and it takes time to heal. But like that's what I'm saying. Like being a human is so painful, because like it all reverts back to when you're a kid, and how much effort you got to put in, how much time and effort and sacrifice you got to, and cautious, and how careful you got to be to raise a child. Now imagine have 2 kids. Imagine have like 5 kids. You got to be extra careful with them, and this is why I respect parents, because like parents, they put in, I'm talking about the good parents. I'm not talking about the bad toxic parents. Fuck them. I'm talking about the good parents. They got to sacrifice so much, and I feel like they have so much pressure on them, because it's like they can mess up on one thing by accident, and then bam, their child is traumatized, or like they're scarred, and then when they grow older, they're gonna develop trauma, and then like they're gonna have bad habits. And then they gotta heal, but then it takes a lot of time because it happened when they were younger. It's shit like that, and all that shit happened by accident. So it's like, how much, like, the human body is so sensitive, man. And it's not a good thing or a bad thing, but what I'm saying is that, like, this life, the human experience is just so much bullshit, and there's so much pain, and like there's so much shit you gotta do just to like maintain your human vessel. You always gotta bathe it. You always gotta take care of it. You gotta feed it the right foods, and then your body breaks down. Your body's very fragile. Like you can't even do as much when you get older. Just all this shit. Now imagine being a female. Like how much they have periods and their cycles, and like just all this crazy shit, man. Like the human experience is insane. Like you gotta heal a lot of shit, But I guess that's part of life. That's part of the human experience. And not to mention, we're in a corrupt society, in a corrupt system where money's screwing us over, where we're not free. We're forced to work at jobs we don't want to be in. We're being overworked. And in order for us to get the things we want, like healthy foods, nice cars, nice vehicles, to meet certain types of people, to travel around, to go on vacations, to buy nice clothes, all that revolves around money. Even when you start your own business, like even with millionaires and billionaires, it took them a long time just to create their own business. And I understand some people pursue their passions and do what they love, but still, like even pursuing your passions, it's still gonna take time to make a certain amount of money, or money doesn't control you, so you can do whatever you want as you please. Why is it that people are working so long and being overworked, just so when they reach a certain age, like 50 or 60, when they're retired, now they can enjoy life? That shit makes no sense. By the time they're that age, they don't have the energy or the strength to even enjoy life like that, Like, would you rather explore the whole world and meet different types of people and not letting money control you, do whatever you love when you're not harming anyone around 20, around 30 or 40? Or would you rather do it when you're 70 or 80? It makes sense when you're younger, right? Because you have more energy, you have more strength and power to do what you please. And don't get me wrong, it's always good to experience that at any age. But when you're older, more than likely, you're more prone to get sick, you're more prone to get injured, and you need someone by your side to protect you, So it's hard, man. Like, the system does screw people over. Not only that, but the human experience, it takes so much to take care of the human body. It takes so much to heal your mental health and your traumatic, and it takes so much to heal your nervous system, because supposedly what I've learned from other people is like trauma, it sticks in your body. So if you're not purging it out, if you're not releasing it, then it's going to stay stuck in your nervous system, and that's how you develop on self-awareness. That's how people become narcissistic and abusive, because like they're in so much pain, they experience trauma, and they don't have the self-awareness to heal from it, because either they're not aware, or because they're afraid and they don't want to experience the pain, so they just let their trauma control them, you know. And that's why I understand why people do the things they do. I'm not saying it's right, but like sometimes I have compassion, because it's like, fuck, man, like I get it, because like life is not easy, life is painful, a lot of crazy evil shit happens, the money system's corrupt, like you have no control sometimes, you know. And I don't know, man, this video is not necessarily right. I'm not like finding a solution or answer to this, but I'm just saying like it's more like an emphasizing or understanding video where like yes, you're not going crazy, man. This world is painful, the money system's corrupt, everything is evil, and just it takes a lot just to heal the body. And there's always drama going on in the human experience. There's always stupid shit and drama that takes place, man. Like fuck, man. Like you really have no control over here. This is why I hate it here so much. You know, it's just dumb, but it is what it is. And not only that, but time is speeding up every day now. Time is speeding up every month. I think today's daylight savings, so like they push the time back now, which is fine, but still the days are still going by fast. And it does help a lot though. There is a huge difference, but still each and every day is going by fast, you know. So it is what it is, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know about your thoughts. And I'm out. Peace.